Okay, good. Okay. Hmm. Let us go talk. Okay. So, oh, see now, stop. Okay, we just set it up this section stream now, and then if you're seeing me already, I'm as well seeing you. So, guys, it's UF graphics again, just like you're seeing, and then we have a lot today, a lot of fascinating topic. Okay, guys, that Lyra, before we even dive over to we have more like something we normally do often do, more like our culture. We're gonna welcome people, and then when done welcoming people, oh gosh, when done welcoming people, we're going to oh dive into deeply and then get to start talking about things. So that's fine, and then that we're gonna going to be treating later. Okay, today's section stream is something like I guess it's already on the thumbnail, and then it's going to be fun, guys. Before we even get started, okay, so I'm gonna be introducing myself. Roughly ready sects, and then ready to talk, because we can only talk here we're known for talks, and then only talks, guys. Okay, guys, so we're starting now. Abi, we just started already. Okay, we're going to be introducing ourselves, and then we'll just get started. We'll dive into deeply. Okay, so if we're actually to do that, hi, greetings, Ikenna, Ebere. This one is sounding like Igbo name. How you doing, bro? So, I'm good, yes. So, we're actually starting, and then we said before we dive into deep, before we just get talking about things, I'm gonna introduce myself, and then if you're just seeing me for the very first time, guy, this is the 2 minutes. I guess I'm gonna open this thing, gosh. So, if you see me for the very first time, it's your little bro UF graphics, and then one Nigerian streamer, just like you're seeing, and then we'll be streaming, and during our streams we do teach, we do talk, we do communicate, we do emphasize on things, several things, and then it's not actually limited. Oh, what do you mean by that? What is that? It's not actually limited for young people, it's not actually limited for certain people, varieties of people, old, newborn babies, like whoever you can actually stream with us, and then you're going to gain a lot of knowledge, because that's what we do here. I gosh, see, I'm not old. It's just that what's wrong. Okay, I get it's just because of my outside today. I don't just know. That doesn't make me old. I'm not an old person. Okay, so that's by the way. So I said what we talk about is more like things around, and then we make a lot of emphasis. And if you ever joined that section stream before, I guess you should know what you're gonna be expecting, because here we talk not going to be hearing it anywhere again. So that's more like what our stream section is meant for, and then it's more like making you to understand things, some hidden truth about life, and then some certain things you're going to be shocked, trust me. So that's just it, and that's what we do here, that's what we talk about here, that's what we expose here, that's what we review here, and then so many more. So guys, we're starting. Moreover, before now, I guess there's something on the thumbnail, something like hard decision or whatever. I don't just know. It's on my booklet, but I will just get to that. So if this is your first time of seeing us, I'm just kidding about that. It's fine, guys. So it's UF, and then we're starting. If you see me for the very first time, it's UF Graphics, a Nigerian streamer, and then I guess I've introduced myself. It should be enough. Okay, so we stream as I stated before, and then during our stream we teach, just like you're seeing us. And then we're not motivational speakers, we're not teachers, we're not lecturers. We're life talkers. Are we to say life talkers because we talk facts, realities, hard truths that people don't believe, and then dark psychology. So you're going to be getting a lot of knowledge, a lot of insight, a lot of, we going to inculcate knowledge. You shocks me. Spam one old cup. Oh my god! I don't even want to talk about the World Cup here. Well, it's fine. I get that was yesterday's match, but the World Cup, we'll get to talk about that later. Okay, guys, if you're with me, I'm with you. Just like today, the thumbnail, something. What do we even have there? How to make hard decisions. We're ready. So when we say how to make hard decisions, what are we trying to say? Like, what are we trying to communicate? At first, you know what we represent? What we do here is actually trying to make people understand things from a better perspective, make them develop their mindset, because mindset can be developed, and as well it can be underdeveloped. Hi brain, is that brain? What's up bro, what's up? So mindset can be developed, it can as well be underdeveloped. So we are really here to develop it, make you think, like make you see realities, hidden truths. And most times we do tell people that school is not going to be teaching you all these things. Just in school, you're going to be taught how to read and write, and then how to school treat, or is more like it teaches you structured, how to be comfort, what's it called, how to handle structured situation. But here, there's one brutal truth about reality that people often don't know. It does not concern, like it does not mind your fine face. Reality treats everybody unfairly. And then if you're gonna be navigating your life with every young person, anybody that cares to know, you're going to be relevant. Value is what sets you apart. Value is what you're paid for. Yes, value is what people pays you for. So people are not even interested in you. Is what you're actually offering. Is what your ability, more like what you can create, how you can solve their problems. That's what you're paying for. So we tell everybody out there that you should be valuable, you should have skills and all of it. But that's, by the way, that's not actually what we're talking about today. So we are backing inside today's topic, and then where we say how to make hard decisions. Get me, follow my stop. Now I don't dey match, follow my stop. I said how to make hard decisions. Let's start from there. If we say hard decisions, what do we mean? This is more like difficult, because they said if you want extraordinary results, you need to make extraordinary things. That's to tell you that we often see repeated results, or more like or similar results in our day in and day out activities. More like we are confronted, or more like we are actually doing a particular thing repeatedly. We're not actually changing the pattern or shifting, or more like trying to expand or stretching ourselves. Because if we're just doing things just the way everybody is doing it, I guess all of us is going to be having particular results, the same kind of result. So if actually we want separating, because they said the decision you make, your future looks like your decision you make. What you repeatedly assess in your mind, you become like the value, or more like the quality of the decision you make determines the quality of your life. So all these things, it's traits, it's more like balancing. If you strive, if you strive beyond others, you get an extraordinary result. And then when you fail, okay, now let me just, there's something they said, what's it called, hard decisions create easy life, easy decisions create hard life. Let me explain that. That's when, if you fail to actually get things done, actually take difficult part, actually make some critical decisions, and then get things done, and then you're easy, because of comfort gives temporary pleasure, permanent regret. And that's what people don't know. And then people are just interested. You just see a lot of young people, they don't even care, they're just there whiling away time. They don't even concern, like they are not just making any decisions. And then they say our future is based on what we do now. And then it's funny enough to say young people are the futures of tomorrow. That's what they often say. And then, if that's true, if we were to believe in that, that's to tell us that what our tomorrow is going to look like is based on our activities today. Sorry. I want to fit something on my screen. Just 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Oh, fast. Um, almost done. The notification just arrived now. I'm done, cause bro, just need one more. Okay, I get that. I just feel that now. Let me just paste it. Sap. Okay, I just see bro just did the one more subscribe. So that's cool. That's cool. Okay. Jesus was sweating, guy. Yes, a bit hot. Okay, so when we say how to make hard decisions, I guess we just explain that literally. Hard decisions is not often comfortable because they say the growth is not comfortable. So you're going to learn to be comfortable in doing uncomfortable things if you're going to attain growth, because that's striving. That's actually trying to become who you have not yet become. Because if you're actually growing, if you're actually trying to get to be better, a kind of that, it takes some hard decisions, it takes some striving, it takes some effort. Obviously, so those things can be regarded as uncomfortable situations, and then you're going to learn to just strive because of that growth is not always comfortable, is not always feeling like, do you get? So that's just the difference. And then that's why you see a lot of people want good things, a lot of people want success, and then a lot of people admire good things. Barely, or more like few, are actually ready to give what it takes, because life is all about paying prices. You pay price to get the price you want. I usually say that there's two prices to pay. You pay the first price to get the second prize. Now the first prize is price, which is the effort, the consistency, the energy you get in, or more like the energy you impute in getting something done, the striving you get. So that's the first prize. And then the second prize is more like the applaud, the achievements. That's more like the success. That's when you have actually achieved the second success. Obviously, so there is two prizes. I don't even want to go into that. So we have something to talk about today, and then I said is how to make hard decisions. I guess I just introduced that, or more like give literal meaning on it. Okay. I think see, you want to shout. We want to shout. Is for okay, we're going to be happy people that just subscribed. Urao, that's Urao. Ura no chow. Ura no chow. I doing, bro? We got you, bro. We got you. You have got you. Much love. That's I'll be crazy right now, but that's cool. So, guys, I'm just diving into deeply now. Every decision have a price. Now, mind you, we're talking about how to make difficult, or what you call hard decisions, and then we say hard decisions often now. From the word hard decisions, it's not going to be comfortable. You're going to be uncomfortable in getting to do them, and that's when you're actually determined to actually get something. It's not going to be comfortable. So it's not actually, we're not promising that it's going to be comfortable, because easy things give birth to easy results, more like common result that everybody is getting. And then if we want separating hard decisions, okay, I'm just kidding about that. Every decisions have a price. When we say every decisions have a price, what are we trying to say? Yes, if we choose to study, we're actually denying ourselves entertainment. Have you seen? Yes, this actually, if I choose to take things serious, I'm actually denying my what's it called, self pleasure of some certain things. I'm actually trying to restrict, or more like constrain myself from some certain activities that may make me happy or benefit me. So I'm just trying to tell you what it really means to cost, and then the cost must is not relevant, or more like necessary is going to be money. When we say every decision have a cost, that's to tell you that anything you're undermining in getting all that done, or more like you're leaving this to get this, is it actually a price? That's it. So we should learn, or more like it's all about paying prices, and then we are going to actually, because you shouldn't make what feels today better. Sorry, you shouldn't take the decision that makes today okay. Rather, you should just make decisions that make tomorrow better, because of easy life today give birth to hard life tomorrow. I don't mean to be harsh, guys. So when we say why young people fear hard decisions, why does it feel or look like young people fear to make hard decisions? Or more like young people they are just making easy decisions. Is that what we're trying to imply? Maybe you, yeah, it's because one, you're not going to be paid to follow the crowd. You're not going to be paid to live like how everybody is living. You're not going to be advised to play away your time. Have you seen? So every decision. Sorry, what was that? Okay, why young people make no? Why young people fear to make hard decisions? That's what I'm saying. So we said hard decisions. Yes, most of the time they'll be like they are afraid to fail, and that's not making sense. This said failure is a choice, and failure is one of life on what's it called inevitable occurrence. And certainly if you're actually going to be attaining some things, if you're actually going to get things, if you're actually going to achieve things, definitely there is every tendency that you're going to be failing. And that's not a parable, that's not a bad word, that's natural. Literally, good things don't come easily, and then successful people, most people that succeed, they will get to tell you that I feel too much, that's why I'm able to get it. Because there's one you going to good thing about failure, it gives you experience that word cannot communicate. That's one good thing about failure, because when you fail in something and then you're to retry it, I guess there is some certain ideas or more like some certain things that you're going to be avoiding if you're actually going to be retrying. So that's one good thing about failure. What's it called? Failure is a teacher. It teaches you, and when you fail, you just take up the lesson and move on. It's not, you know, I want to correct something, and then people are actually getting this wrong. Successful people, that doesn't mean that they did not fail. Failure is not failing. When we say somebody is a failure, when we what's it called, categorizing the word failure, that doesn't mean just failing. Everybody at some point gets to fail, and then the difference between people that failed and people that wins, people that failed stayed there. I mean, everybody likely to fail, and that doesn't make you a failure, because it's just an occurrence. Something just happened and then you just feel that doesn't make you a failure. And then we should just learn to differentiate ourselves from the ourselves. We are our identity. Failure is an occurrence. It's just an event. Something just happened. I feel that doesn't make me a failure. And then most people life like or more like they just like praising failure more than it looks, and then that's when they're going to just take it up to their mind that I'm a failure, I cannot get this done, it's difficult. And then it's going to sink to their subconscious mind, and then it's going to be reflecting by their actions, because what affects your mind is going to be affecting your life. It's not joke, obviously. So this just it's because of our mindset is a centerpiece, and then it's where earth-shaking ideas happen, and then anything we let into our minds, if it's negative, it's going to affect our life if care is not taken. So guys, that's it. So I still have few things. Comfort is enemy of greatness. Comfort, let me say comfort now. If I'm here, I'm just relaxing, obviously it's comfort is just more like feeling relaxed, a state of relaxation, comfort zone, that's what is implied. And then we say comfort is an enemy. And you know the worst enemy that you have, the worst enemy of someone is actually okay. The worst thing that will happen to somebody is actually not actually knowing your enemy. It's not knowing your enemy, because most times we tell people that your enemy is within you. Your enemy is your mind. Most people's prison, they are just requesting or wanting change, because the day you realize that it's difficult to change yourself, that's when you're going to realize that you cannot change the world, because they said you need to conquer yourself first before you can conquer the world. Obviously, so You cannot dare to change someone else if you have not changed yourself. The first change happens in you. Have you seen? So this is the first stage of change, because change is a process. It's not something you just get to do. No, it takes time. It takes bit by bit, step by step, and then you just arrive at it. Have you seen? So when we say comfort is an enemy to greatness, yes. If all of us are just relaxing, and then many great people that were celebrating today, if actually they were relaxing, I guess we shouldn't, or more like we won't be celebrating them today. Success, they said, if you have a dream, go get it. And then why it seems like most people dream never comes true is because they did not strive. Because guy, it's not easy. If it's easy, everybody would have been successful. That's just very fact. If success is easy, everybody would have been successful. So people that succeed, let me tell you why. There's something they did that they're not telling us, or there's something they did, we know it, but we're not ready to give it. Yes, because I say life is all about paying prices. We okay now, for instance, it's just like a student that wants to pass, and then you know that you need to study hard to pass, and then you're not even ready to study. Yeah, this is just the example. You know what it takes, hard reading, and then you're not ready to give it to get good results. Obviously, so this is just most times the mistakes that we have, and then that's just more like we're admiring it, because if we're actually desperate to get it, I guess we're going to give what it takes to get it. So that's it. And then when we say 5 questions before making any decisions, mind you, we're emphasizing on how to make hard decisions. And before now, we said hard decisions are not often okay. It's going to make you uncomfortable because it's hard, and then because it's trying to change something in you, and then because the future needs to be properly taken care of. Like you need to plan, because if you fail to plan, obviously you're planning to fail. So everything about life is intentional, and everything about life is properly rooted. Like you're going to give yourself to it because of commitment, or more like one have to, or more like you're actually going to be taking full responsibility of your life, of your success, of your achievement, because this is your life. What you do with it matters. Like I don't just know, okay, I get to watch something, and then the person was just shouting, this is your life. It's a one, what's it called, a life, or is it a one time lifetime, or what? The person was just trying to say that wherever you get to do with your life, it matters to you. If you fail, it's your business, and then if you get things done, it's your business. Like it's just to tell you that I guess what the person is actually trying to communicate is that your life depends on your hand, or more like what you get to achieve. He said you can get anything, you can attain any heights, you can actually get anything done. Not because life is easy, because your daily activity is going to be determining so. Because yes, what we do on daily basis, our activities, what we think like, is shaping us to who we're becoming. So we're not just going to become something that we did not intend. That's why they said you cannot do more than the knowledge you have, and then you cannot become who you did not intend becoming. And most times we become what's it called, who we did not intend, because we did not take, or we did not pay attention to our activities, because that's what is actually shaping us to who we're becoming. So guys, I guess I still have okay. I said 5 questions every what's it called? 5 questions before making any decisions. So decisions, I guess there should be, or more like we should actually know why we were still making decisions. I guess let me just list the 5 stuff here. Okay, the first stop is, will this move me closer to my future? Now, when we say making hard decisions, I guess every stop, or more like anything that we're getting to do, it should, or purposefully, like it should be driving us or getting us closer to our destination. You know, when we say achieving dreams, achieving anything, getting it is from milestones. You don't just wake up and then landing. So okay, now let's just say you want to travel to somewhere. Now your milestones looks like step by step, more like the vehicle you're going to be entering, or more like the possible ways you're going to get there. Obviously, so this is what milestones looks like, and then these stop milestones, this way called milestones, it's what helps you in getting to a particular destination, or more like getting something. And milestones is more like your daily activities, habits, things that you're just doing. And then just doing is compounding, is accumulating, and then small efforts gives birth to big results. And that's why we see tell people smallness is not bad. It doesn't matter the dexterity or the speed in which you're moving. What really matters is if there is a movement, because they said growth is a progressive stuff, and you cannot beat process. Before before a seed grows, it grows underground, then before it grows visible. So we shouldn't feel that growth just happen like that. It takes time, it takes process. Trees or seed don't grow because people wish them to grow. They grew because it's well nurtured. Likewise, dream, this is just similar to our life. We don't just get things because we wished for it. We get things because we nurtured it. We get things because we became intentional about it. Have you seen? So this likewise, everything related and so on. So when we say we would okay, making decisions at first, you need to consider if it's going to be leading you to your destination. And that's why we say your daily activities help matters, yes, and you should pay attention to what you do daily, because that's what is pushing you, creating. Every day we get to do a lot of activities, and then we fail to ask ourselves one question: what are we becoming? That's the question, because every day your activities is forming you to a particular person, and the issue there is, who is our activity forming us to? This is the question that people don't get to ask. I'm a streamer and then I'm talking. I guess me talking is driving me to become a motivational speaker or whatever. Have you seen someone that is playing football, practicing? That activity is forming the person to be a footballer. This is just how it works. And then most times we realize, or we actually find ourselves in a reality that we never planned for. And that's when we fail to pay attention to our activities, because that's what creates a reality. That's what shapes us to who we are becoming. I don't mean to sound harsh. Okay, guys, see, I still have a few things to point out here. I still have a few things. Okay, I said, okay, things to consider before making decisions. We said you should consider if it's going to be moving you closer to your destination, to your future. That's the first thing, because if I have a vision, one thing about all these things is that you don't get clarity at first. You get to start the push. Most times you get to start things before you ever feel like it. You're not going to, if your life is based on feeling, your activities, or more like your achievements, is going to be determined, because if you don't feel like, you're not going to act like, and that's not making sense. Now we should always learn to get started before we feel like. People's opinion at some point is not necessary. What really matters is what can fix you. Okay, I don't mean to sound rude. My name is UFGRAPHICS, and then I have a lot of people. Most times people do advise me, and then I'll just sit down and then I'll think. If the advice may be good, but it may not suit me, and then I'm not going to be taking it. This is just how life is. And then you should learn to take things on your own hand, like take responsibilities of your life, because the day that you realize that nobody got you, oh Jesus Christ, I don't mean to sound that, I'm just being realistic here. Your success, people don't care about you, they care about your success. People don't respect you, they respect what you have. The day you lack it, the day you lose it, or the day you don't have it, you're going to realize that people don't care, like you don't matter. This is just the fact. And that's why we tell people, if you don't have value, if you lack value in real life, you have no place, because of people respect you because of what you have. And then you should cherish it, you should protect it. Your values, the innovations you can create, the real life problems, challenges that you can solve, the ideas that you can invent, the businesses you can bring to life. That's what you're being paid for. That's why people celebrate you. Have you seen? So that's more like your innate abilities, and then we shouldn't lack any, because you should be too good to be ignored. That is what I can tell my young people. Okay, guys, I still have things to talk about. Okay. Are you making the decisions because of pressure? Okay, again, when we say decisions, a lot of things do prompt us to make decisions. And say one thing that we ought to consider is who are we making the decisions for? Or more like, why are we making the decisions for? Because most people get to make decisions because of pressure, and that's wrong. Making decisions because of pressure, making decisions because you were prompted, making decisions because someone pushed you, that's a kind of wrong aspect or wrong method of making decisions. Your decisions should be based on what you want to get, what you want to achieve, or the kind of goal or execution that you want to engage in. Now, a lot of people make decisions because friends feel like, because people advise them, because they feel that other people are doing. Obviously, this is a wrong motive, and then most times that's why they said most people do follow the crowd. Most people are just doing things just the way everybody is doing it, and then they are going to be getting similar results. And most times, sorry, most times the person that you're imitating, the person that you're actually copying, and that's more like comparing. Most times, the person's success or more like results may not fit yours. Obviously, where the issue lies, and then you're going to be stuck because he the person has what he's chasing, and then everybody is unique. You are unique. Nobody can play or pass more than you. Everybody has its uniqueness, and then we shouldn't just underestimate ourselves. Okay, I still have few things. The 80 years old test, I don't just know, it's sounding funny, but I guess, okay, when we say, oh, the biggest regret is not attempting. They said every day is a second chance. If you fail, failure is a choice, and you don't have to make it. But if you fail, learn from it. Every day is a second time. Every day is a second chance. Get to. Okay, it's just more like get to try things. The biggest regret is never attempting, because you never know which one will work. And then that's when, okay, let's say when we say 80 years test, that was more like okay, I get to watch an interview, and then someone was interviewed, and then the question was thrown to the person, what's your biggest regret? And then the person was like, I did not develop myself. That's it sounding funny. And I saw it's not developed myself. And the person was on next. Obviously, so the person was too preoccupied with a lot of activities that he failed to develop himself. And they said the greatest investment is the one that you invest in yourself. The greatest investment that one can make is your self investment. Fashions can be outdated. Test investment is in you, is the one you make in yourself, because that's what gives you result. That's what gives a what's it called, a very good return of profits. Have you seen? So self investment is not a wasted one, and then everybody should just learn to get developing themselves. They should just learn to invest in yourself. So we said the biggest regret, failure is not failing, not succeeding, but it's just not attempting, because not attempting is actually a choice. Not making a choice is a choice. It's sounding funny. When you fail to take actions, that's a choice. Not making a decision is also a choice. So failure, or more like the biggest regret, is not actually attempting. A lot of people are very, very scared what people will say. That's not making sense. Your life is not based on people. Your life, it should be derived of what you want to get, the possibilities in you, the voices inside you that refuses to keep quiet even when everybody is yelling at you. So this is what life is all about, and then this is very, very hard truths that people don't even get to talk about. Have you seen? So stop waiting for perfect decisions. Stop waiting for perfect decisions. We rarely have perfect time. We rarely have opportunities. And then they said, if there's no opportunity, we're going to learn to create one. We're not just going to sit back then just because there is no opportunity around. That's not making sense. if there's no perfect time, we ought to take the time we have and make it perfect. We're just going to start. We're just going to get started. We're just going to keep pushing. We're just going to start the move. We are gonna start the shift. Have you seen? So this just what it's all about, and then we're just going to learn to make start the first action, start the movements, start initiate the ideas, and then get started ever before we feel like it's oh, what's wrong with my head? Jesus, guy, my head is hot. My head is getting hot. Okay, I still have a few things to talk about. I still have a few things to talk about. The cost of avoiding hard decisions. Yes, yes, the cost of avoiding hard decisions. When we see avoid the cost of avoiding hard decisions, that's more like saying that if we want extraordinary things, we are going to learn to do extraordinary things. And then hard decisions give birth to hard or more like profitable life, because they said easy decisions give birth to hard life. Hard decisions give birth to easy life. So that's in other words telling you that you were gonna pay the price. And that's more like suffer now, not really suffering. Strive now and enjoy later. You should learn to take or more like or take the advantage. Time is life in disguise, and then a lot of people don't understand what time it really means, and then they usually misinterpret it by checking it by age. Most times time is not measured by years. It's sounding funny, but that's true. Most times time is not actually measured by years. Time is more like it's just what we're actually doing. Seconds makes accumulated seconds gives birth to 1 minute. Accumulated minutes give birth to 1 hour. Accumulated hours give birth to 1 day. Accumulated days give birth to 1 week. Accumulated weeks give birth to 1 month. Accumulated month gives birth to 1 year. Have you seen? So we should not feel that time is waiting for us. Moreover, they said time is not your friend. You're sleeping, time is going. So the nature, or more like the creatures, are not actually going to wait for you just because you did not achieve things. You're just going to wake up, and life is going to still wake up. Life continues whether you're meeting up or not. So we're just going to learn to get started every day. We're not going to wait to feel like, because time is not waiting for us, and then at some certain period or time we're expected to get some certain things, because of that's the big illusion. Young people feel that there is time, and then they just relax, feel that they have a lot of time in the world, and then as time goes on, they get stuck, and then they are going to start regretting, because most times some things that you fail to accomplish is not going to turn to a regret, because of maybe you're going to be outdated in age, because of yes, many old people are regretting if they are gonna get second chance to live or to get back to their youth age. They're going to achieve a lot because they fail to utilize their time. A simple definition of success is utilization of time, because everybody has the same 24 hours. Time is equal to everybody, and then is still feel or was still seeing that some people are still failures, some people are still stuck, and why some people are striving, why some people are succeeding. Now, what's the difference? The difference is not the time, it's the usage. Have you seen? So everybody has the same 24 hours, and then why does it seem like everybody is not actually meeting up, or more like everybody is not in the same status? Is about the usage. The usage matters. What you get to use, or more like what you get to do with your time, that gives you a return, or more like profits, what you get in return. And then if we young people fail to optimize or more like utilize it to the fullness, I don't just know, because time is a life currency, and then what you spend it on determine what you get. If time is my money, I'm purchasing things with my money. That's with my time. And then whatever I purchase with my time, wherever I'm actually doing, whatever I'm consistently doing with my time, that's a purchase, and that's what I get a return. And then we should just be conscious of this. We should learn to equate time with money. Time is a life asset, and then we should learn to equate it because time is money as well. The way you would love to spend $50, we shouldn't look to spend hours doing things, doing irrelevant things, because that's the same. If I cannot spend $20 on unnecessary things, I shouldn't spend 2 hours doing unnecessary things. If you let equate time with money, bam, you go explore. I'm just kidding about that, but it's fine. So we say stop waiting for perfect time. Most times there won't be any opportunity, and then you're going to like to take initiative. You're going to just learn to start. Starting small is not bad. The main thing there is that there is a movement. Growth is not measured by the speed in which you're moving. That's why they said if you cannot fly, you run. When you cannot run, you walk. If you cannot walk, you crawl. But by all means, keep going. So achieving anything or movement is actually, if there is a movement, so it's not actually measured by the dexterity in which you're moving. Bit by bit, do count. Stop by stop. Get stop by stop. Small. I don't just mean because trees takes time. Good things takes time as well. Big things takes time. So these are just varieties of it. What's it called? Build a decision making mindset. All this is depends on your mindset. Your mindset is where earth shaking ideas are born. Whatever affects your mind can affect your life. So when we say build a decision making mindset, that's more like taking responsibility of it. You have your life. No one got you. If you fail, it comes to your head. If you get what's it called success, that's your credit. You take it. Obviously, so life is all about taking responsibilities, and then adults, you have to take responsibilities. People don't got you. This is very hard. That's just it. People don't got you, and then taking a responsibility mindset is more like knowing that we ought to make our plans, we ought to get things done by ourselves. We don't wish or have to depend on someone else, or more like think that someone else is going to get it done. We shouldn't always blame the government, the society, the community, our families, because most times the growth that we're looking for, or more like what we have to do first, is in us, is to change the we in we, because they said nobody can change you unless you change you. That's the first assignment to greatness, or in changing or in taking hard decisions, is to actually kill the enemy in you, because habit can be an enemy, and the worst enemy is the one that you don't even realize, because that kills you worse. Enemies are different varieties, and then most times you have self enemies. That's more like the dark habits, more like habits that kills growth, habit that are actually restricting us. That's actually a wrong one, and that's a dark habit. And then a lot of things are so guys, we're backing off, and then we're gonna stream in the night. We're gonna stream in the night. Guys, the session stream just elapsed. We just it just exhausted, and then we are going to be backing off. We're gonna stream in the night. That's 4 hours from now. Our night streams is just chatting. We just get to laugh. We just get to talk. We just get to gist. So guys, it's fine. You have graphics got you guys, and then so many other person here. At this juncture, we are going to be backing off, and then we are gonna see you guys tomorrow. No, today actually, that's in the night, and then we're going to get to talk a lot, guys, guys, a lot. So that's it, and then many other activities. Okay, so we are backing off now. We have around 7K and then so many other visited our channel today, and then that's it. So many more. That's cool. Oh, we at first we have Ikenna Ebere 22. Hi, whoa, no, you're old. Kai, cause well, guys, that's cool. So we're backing off now, and then we'll get to see you guys later. Okay, guys.